Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
NorCal Dude 599.
and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm starting a little mini-series called Radio Reviews, where I review all of my weather radios that I currently own, and show you all the cool features that it has. For example, we're going to use the Sangean CL-100 for this first episode, the pilot episode. Because why not? It's a Sangean!
Oh, absolutely.
Best quality radio ever made, in my opinion. Look at that.
It's the best DXing radio out there.
Alrighty. So, today, we're going to review this beautiful Sangean CL-100, take you through all the features that it has, and more, on this episode of Radio Reviews. Let's start with the box. Now, the box is, I know, gargantuan for a frickin' radio this size. But it contains all the owner's manuals, the power brick, and of course the radio. But, yeah, this box, in my opinion, is a little bit oversized, but whatever. This really is a mega deal, if you know what I mean, because it really is a good radio. So, I guess it deserves a box like that. So, yeah. Obviously, it shows the radio on the front, the Sangean logo, model number, capabilities, NOAA and public alert logos, as well as the radio decals on the side and more information on the back, along with the R.D.S logo, plus all these other features right here. So, now let's start with the radio itself. The Sangean CL-100 was made in 2013 by Sangean Incorporated. Since then, there have been some spin-offs of the Sangean, like the Motorola MWR-839, the most obvious rip-off of this radio, which is basically a white albino version. So, yeah. Obviously, you've seen that rip-off, haven't you? Haven't you, Javier?
Funny thing is, I was this close to getting the knockoff.
Well then, good thing you got the Sangean, because the Motorola could have some defects. I mean, you never know, because it's Motorola. So, starting out with the way the radio looks, it looks to be a fairly sturdy one. It does look very nice. It has like a gray metallic color on the front, sides, and somewhat on the back. It does feel heavy. I think it's about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, I think. But it's fairly light as well. And it's not that big like it looks on video. It's actually a fairly small-sized radio. On top of that, you have the antenna, which is right here on the back, conveniently located with a holder. And on the back, we have the power jack input, headphone input, auxiliary input, external antenna, AM external antenna, and the ground barrier shields. And the antenna says a 75 ohm RF insert. And then you have the beautiful blue display. That looks really nice, I have to say. You have the weather, CT, and menu buttons. You have your up, down, left, right, and select controls. You have the AM, FM radio button. You have the band selector. You have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons for the presets. And the snooze button to snooze the alarm. If we flip the radio upside down, you can see more information about this radio. Like, as you can see, Sangean FM, AM, same clock radio. Now, for you newbies out there, SAME stands for Specific Area Message Encoding. And it's also a clock radio, CL-100 obviously. And as you can see, Javier is also showing his Sangean. Looks the same as mine, of course, because it's a Sangean. A beautiful, pretty Sangean. It also has the batteries on the bottom side, just to let you know where they go. In this case, I have Energizer rechargeables. Yep, 4 AA batteries. Hey, are those Energizer rechargeables?
Yes, they are.
Oh my god. Dude, speaking of which, you know what's the funny thing is? I'm using Energizer rechargeables as well.
Hey.
That is so coincidental, yet cool at the same time.
Yeah.
But yes, although I recommend Duracell, Energizer is the next best thing. So, yeah, I use rechargeable batteries all the time. So, this is the battery door where it goes. It just goes back in place. You pull it slightly, and then you just lift it up like that. Now that's quality. And that's where the batteries go. That shows you in order, negative, positive. And it shows that it takes 4 1.5 volt AA batteries. And, as you can see, there's the FCC logo. Tested to comply with FCC standards for home or office use. It takes 6 volts. Yes, it's a 6 volt adapter that it takes. And it also has the frequency range on the bottom, which is pretty handy. AM 520, 1710 kilohertz. FM 87.5 through 108 megahertz. And weather 1624 through 16255 megahertz. So,
You know what the funny thing about the Sangean
what?
is that even without batteries, the radio itself is fairly heavy, and that's thanks to the speaker, which basically I haven't taken this apart, but I've heard that the speaker is pretty big.
Yeah. I actually took apart the Sangean. I actually took apart mine, and it is a pretty decent sized speaker. It's like the speaker that you would find in you know, those like mini car speakers. It's about like that actually. But that's a pretty good speaker it has in there. So, we've shown you the radio. Now let's get into the features. Alright, let's start from scratch here. Let's press the menu button, and you can see a bunch of menu options. You have 2 alarm settings, the clock so you can set the time.
Options.
Pretty much. You can see the 2 alarm settings, the clock function where you can change the time, obviously, the tone, the siren level, the alert mode, defeat siren, add alerts, county code, weather channel, backlight, contrast, siren test, load defaults, and system version, which is an unusual option to see on any weather radio, but for a complex weather radio like this, that is normal. So, that's an interesting quirk it has right there. So,
and for the record, for those who don't know, the version number for this Sangean is 2.2.
Yeah.
As of, I don't remember.
Or 2.20 as of June 7th of 2013.
June 7th, 2013, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, June 7th, 2013.
Just thought I'd throw that out there. So
yeah.
That way, if someone asks, there's your answer.
Yeah. So, let's start with my favorite feature first. The auxiliary capabilities. To activate this, you need to have an auxiliary cord right here. Now, this is basically a 3.5 millimeter jack on each end. This one is a 6 feet cord. And the next thing you need is either a laptop like this or an MP3 player in my case. So, if you want to play your own music through there, just use an MP3 player like this. So what you want to do first is take your aux cord and plug it in to the MP3 player, and then you want to go to the radio.
Hey, Clay,
yeah.
whatever you do, you better not play trash.
Oh, you know I won't.
Okay.
But anyway, you want to go to the back of your Sangean now, and you want to look for a green plug that says AUX in. That means auxiliary input for short. So plug the other end into the green input right there. Now what you want to do is press this button right here, the one that looks like a bed. Right above that bed, the red power button right here. Then if you're on FM, press the band button twice to go to auxiliary mode. It should say AUX on the upper left corner, right below the battery icon. And then you should be hearing a little bit of static if you put your ear up to the speaker. Make sure nothing's playing. So, and yes, I do hear a little bit of static. So that's good. That means our auxiliary input is working. So now what you want to do on your MP3 player or computer or whatever other device you may have, you just basically select anything, basically. So basically, I said basically too much. Anyway. So I'm just going to select a song here. Just so you know. So let's play the music I used for my YouTube channel intro. So let's see how that sounds on here. Play. Pause that. It sounds great. It doesn't sound great on camera, but up close and personal with this radio, it sounds awesome. Let's try to play some EAS tones through it, like the one I used for Michigan's failed test. Let's do that. Sounds nice on here. Let's try one more song and then we'll get to the rest of the features.
Yay, more copyrighted material. Just kidding.
Don't worry, these songs are from the mod archive. Royalty free, baby. Not exactly.
Yep. There goes. There goes my side. Oh. Ow.
Rip. Let's try one more song. God, I have a lot of songs on here. Oh my gosh.
And that's only what, a 2 gigabyte not memory, but 2 gigabyte MP3 player?
4 gigabytes.
Oh, 4, okay.
Let's try.
It looks like a 2 gig model.
It's a 4 gig.
Okay.
Let's try one more song and then we can move on. Let's try this one. I love this one. Listen to that friggin' bass. The bass is unreal, man. Sheesh. That sounds beautiful through the Sangean speaker. So, let's move on to the next feature, and that is the Siren Testing. Now, after you're done jamming with your Sangean, using the auxiliary capabilities, we can go on to the other features now. So, if you hit the menu button, we're going to do the Siren Test now. Now, Javier, would you give them the fair warning?
Hi, most certainly. If you are wearing headphones right now, now's the perfect time to take those headphones off, because What Clay is about to do is he's about to do a siren test, which that Sangean radio is known to be notoriously loud. So, yeah, just thought I'd throw it out there. Just a fair warning.
Thanks for that. I call this radio the king of loudness because, trust me, it sounds like a freaking nuclear alarm. But anyway, but luckily you can adjust that. So there's 3 siren levels, and by the way, guys, like he said, lower your volume or take off your damn headphones. So if you hit the siren level, and of course it backs me out. But anyway, if you hit the siren level in the menu button, press select, and this is on high. This is low. Doesn't sound too bad. Then middle. Now high. That is loud. Okay, you do not want to mess with this.
Yeah.
So, it's a good thing that you can put it on low. I mean, it's still loud, but it's not as loud as high mode. And another thing we're about to do is the siren test. Now, what I like about this radio, this feature, kind of like the Recom radios, like the R1650, the R1630, the R200, the R500, they all have the same feature, which means you can test each siren, unlike all the other common radios where you can only test one siren. Even the Unit Bearcat has this feature. But that for another day. So, if you go to Siren Test and hit select, you'll hear the advisory lights, and the lights will shine. That's the advisory light for green. This is the watch siren with an orange light. And finally, the warning siren. That just shows you what the radio sirens sound like when you're getting one of these 3 alerts. A feature that I really like. Another feature that I like about the Sangean CL-100 is the R.D.S system. Now, what the R.D.S is, it basically tells you information about the station, like what the call sign is, what its slogan is, what song is playing. It's a very revolutionary feature that I think you guys will enjoy. But to avoid copyright infringement, I'm going to put the volume all the way down to 1 bar. It'll still pick it up. So we're going to go to WHQC Shelby, if it picks up a signal. Does it? Oh yeah, it does. As you can see, the R.D.S system comes up. Love, Kendrick, that's what song is playing, you can't hear it. Kendrick Lamar. Look, channel 96.1. It says the station name. Channel 96.1. Love, Kendrick Lamar. That's the name of the song that's playing, but you cannot hear it. 92.1 WMNC. You can see the pair of headphones. R.D.S. Big Dog. 92.1 The Big Dog. It's not displaying the song name yet, but whatever.
The headphones icon means that it's in stereo.
Yeah. 97.3 WKBC. Is there any... Will it pick up that? If it doesn't, that will be embarrassing. It usually does. R.D.S is coming up. Probably not playing anything. Oh well. 102.9 WLKO. Nothing. Let's see 106.9 The Light. WMIT. There it is. WMIT FM. Is it playing a song or a Christian gospel or something?
You read about in the first church.
Oh.
But keep in mind, it's nothing you produce. It's divine power for a divine purpose. Anytime God wants to step into the train...
It's playing gospel right now. Cool. So no copyright infringement there. But anyway, that's one of the many features that I like on this radio. And doesn't the... Javier, you probably know more about the Sangean than I do, but does the R.D.S doesn't work on AM stations, does it?
It does not.
Thought so. But, yeah, that's the R.D.S system. Just to tell you what song you're listening to. Another feature that I like is, aside from the R.D.S system, of course, is the bass. Now, this thing really is a true bass machine, and the quality of the speaker is superb for a little tiny radio like this. So, as you can see, according to the R.D.S system, I am on 90.7 WFAE FM, where I actually caught a flash flood warning back on it in August, I think. Charlotte's NPR. It's a news talk station, so there won't be anything bad here. Hopefully.
Bunch of floods, bunch of floods, bunch of floods.
During the course of it,
Bunch of floods!
who was Ernest's favorite bullfighter of all.
But listen to the quality of the voice and everything. It sounds awesome.
I think you should be in the ring. What do you think, Ernest? He called me Pecos. That was his nickname. Pecos means the freckled one, which I was at that time. Ernest said, that's fine. Hodges, you should be ready to get in the ring, be a matador, and I'll be your manager. And we now drink a lot of red wine, and we're having a great time, and I'm extrapolating over where I'll fight. And I know that that's just red wine talking and not anything that's going to happen. And before we leave, Antonio says, tell you what, the next mano a mano is in Ciudad Real. You can be the sobresaliente, and I'll put you in one of my suits. I didn't think I'd take more of this. When we got to Ciudad Real to see the mano a mano, we went up to the hotel room where Antonio was to wish him suerte, good luck. There was on the bed a bullfight suit. And it was Antonio's. And he came over and he said, I thought you'd like the colors. They're ivory and black and with a touch of red. He said, I think it goes with your complexion. I said, my complexion right now is white and getting whiter. So they proceeded to dress me. Now I want to tell you, a bullfighter's costume is no laughing matter. The undergarment is pulled on you and it's like new skin.
So that's the sound quality for freaking comedy on WFAE. Sounds great, absolutely superb for what it is. Another excellent feature that I love on this radio is the DXing capabilities. Now, as Javier said earlier in the video, it's the best damn radio for DXing out there, and it truly is. That statement right there says it all. This Sangean is the bomb for DXing. That is why it's worth so much money, in my opinion, because it DXs so damn well. And I'll demonstrate to you right now. So, let's go on some AM stations, shall we? This is 840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky. Let's go over here. Let's go over here.
There's no doubt he's very good football player. I was quite confident with him. There's some things that popped up today, a play or two early, and then we just with some leverage, the ball got outside. It was just kind of a plan. But I was excited for him to get all those quality snaps today.
Anything that you got today on either side that was anything unexpected, he looks or anything?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's always a few wrinkles here and there with both sides, but
Can't put it next to the stereo. Oh!
Situation going on the first half, it was a very good, clean game, and we can.
Let's try 780 WJR.
His cell phone, a couple of different,
Detroit, Michigan.
with another unknown person. The victim believed it was possibly Spanish, a foreign language.
Deputy Chief Plum says the woman did ask.
Actually, hold on a second.
But the suspect steered the conversation to something else. Bernie Tapoya, News Radio on 105.9 FM.
The AccuWeather forecast and sports coming up. WBBM News Time 8:13.
This is big. This is end of year deals big, right where the customer has the advantage. So why don't you come to see for yourself why the big finish at Riverfront Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram showcases deals that won't disappoint. Riverfront features big inventory with 700 new vehicles available. With big news, you can get 30% off. With bigger, better news, get low 0% financing for 75 months. And you can buy today and put off your payment for 90 tomorrow. That's no...
Actually, this is not WJR. This is 780 WBBM Chicago. My bad. 760 is WJR.
That's not a media operation. That's a, like, fascist propaganda machine. That's what it's become. Now, there are good people in it. There are. I've met a lot of commentary. And there are even people at outlets. I mean, I remember, to kind of give you a little bit of news. I remember running for office in Maryland, and there was a reporter at the Baltimore Sun. I'm not going to say his name, because if I even say he's fair, they'll probably fire him from the Baltimore Sun. I'm not even kidding. But there was a reporter at the Baltimore Sun, and I don't know his political affiliation, but I'm assuming he was a liberal. He sounded like one when we talked, just by the way he would discuss issues. But I can tell you with a straight face, he never, ever reported anything I said in a disingenuous way. You know what I mean by that?
So, it only works best at night to DX on AM frequencies. Just to keep that in mind, guys. So if you're doing it in the day, you're not going to get jack. It only works at night. That's the best time to DX.
Except for the locals. But
yeah.
Other than that, you won't get much in the day.
Yeah. If somebody from North Carolina, like me, can get WJR during the day, I'd be really surprised. But you won't. Because that's not how DXing works. You gotta do it at night. At 9:15 p.m. But anyway, on to the next feature. So, the next and final feature that I'd like to show you for this video is the ability to add custom alerts to it. Now, the WR300 has this, the AlertWorks EIR10 has this. Most radios, the newer ones, they have this feature, and I think it's really cool. As you can see here, I've already added a couple of alerts. Unfortunately, you can only add 5 alerts. In this case, I've added storm surge warning, extreme wind warning, my own channel name for some reason. That was meant for a tornado warning that got issued during Pure Insanity 4 when I said, you know what it's time for, guys, but it activated for a tornado warning instead. I wanted it to say Pure Insanity 4, but it didn't. Same thing happened when I did the Jennifer is Gone RWT on November 1st. But, yeah. So.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, if you want to set your own custom alert, you should see Add Alert here. What you want to do is hit Select, then enter your header code for the new warning you'd like to add. In this case, Storm Surge Warning is SSW. Hit Select, and then select if you want Warning, Watch, or Advisory. I selected as Warning because it's a Storm Surge Warning. And then you get to add your description. And Skype is reconnecting for some reason. So this you can, yeah. You can basically choose over a variety of different characters, as you can see here. I'm scrolling through all of the letters on the Sangean. And you can...
I just thought of something.
Yes?
Huh?
Yes? As you can see, all the characters going through. Anyways, hit select after that, after you've submitted your warning, and your custom alert is now programmed. Awesome, revolutionary feature. Sweet. So there you have it, guys. That's just some of many features that I thought I'd review on the Sangean CL-100. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. See you in 2018.
Yes.
This is Clay Ranger 143 signing out along with
NorCal Dude 599.
And we'll see you next time with another radio on Radio Reviews. Later.